Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Tuesday, the 7th of December 2021. And we're publishing our gold and silver daily update, news and economic data. Gold and silver both up a little this morning, along with equities and cryptocurrencies after the recent shakeout. But will that rise continue? Well, let's find out and take a look. Welcome to Illuminati Silver. It's Tuesday, the 7th of December 2021 at 09:46 in the morning. The weather today is tempestuous. Yes, we have pouring rain, gusty winds, cold, bitter climate. It's a tempestuous day, and am I glad to be inside. What's also been tempestuous has been the recovery in equity and crypto markets over the last 24 hours. But will that rise continue? We'll take a look in a moment. Meanwhile, European gas prices have jumped as US weighs more sanctions on Russia. European natural gas futures extended Monday's gains as traders weigh fresh risks to winter supplies. As senior American administration officials said, US President Joe Biden will use a video call with Russian President Vladimir Putin on Tuesday to warn Moscow against invading Ukraine or risk severe economic penalties. Biden also spoke with European leaders about the Russian military buildup on Ukraine's borders. But also to note, Omicron leads to new curves from New York to China. New restrictions are showing up across the world as authorities try to stem the spread of the Omicron strain of COVID-19. France shut nightclubs for 4 weeks. New York City called for a private sector vaccine mandate, and the Chinese port city of Ningbo closed some schools. South Africa's rate of positive tests climbed to 26.4%, but the surge hasn't overwhelmed hospitals so far, prompting some cautious optimism that Omicron may cause mostly mild illness. Experts warned, however, that it's too soon to draw conclusions. Going back to Russia for Reuters, Biden to tell Putin he'll face tougher sanctions yet if he invades the Ukraine. These are the geopolitical issues we need to be aware of. BBC News, COVID test rules throw travel plans into disarray. More Tesco workers support pre-Christmas strikes. Wall Street's watchdogs probe Trump media firm deal. And a US boss fires 900 employees over Zoom. Wow. At least that will not result in a physical altercation. In the US, Maxwell gave schoolgirl outfit to Epstein's victim. US actor tells court he did not stage a hate hoax. Long December looms for US Democrats. And Canada taps into emergency maple syrup reserves. Whatever next? Well, dollar is continuing to increase in value. 96.37 is the index currently, up 0.05. Energy prices rising, again to do with tensions with Russia. Both Brent crude and WTI crude up over $1.60. And going to equity markets, what a rise yesterday. The Dow Jones up almost 2%, 1.87%. The S&P index up 1.17%. The Nasdaq up almost 1%. Asia Pacific overnight markets up actually slightly higher. Starting at 1.89% for the Nikkei and up over 2% for the Topix and Hang Seng index. And currently, markets are open in Europe and the UK. And we have the Euro Stoxx index up a whopping 2.35%. And the FTSE up over 1, and the DAX up almost 2, and the CAC up over 2. We have to say our general view is that these equity market lifts will continue for only a short while, because with inflation continuing to rise, the Federal Reserve will have no option but to bring interest rate rises forward, or at least threaten them, thus resulting in a rather, shall we say, deflating of the equity bubble. Will it crash in one big pop? We don't think so. But we certainly see that what happened on Friday was just the start of something that could prove to be a short to medium term trend. Whilst we've had a recovery yesterday, don't be surprised that even if markets go up a little bit more, that we'll then see another drop to the levels that we experienced last week, and possibly we'll be looking out for lower highs and lower lows. US economic calendar. Nothing scheduled yesterday, but today we have the trade deficit for October, productivity revision for quarter 3, unit labour cost revision for quarter 3, and perhaps the most important for today, the trade deficit plus consumer credit for October. What happened to gold? Well, it's risen $1.57 over the last 24 hours. It's currently standing at $1,780. We saw quite an interesting interview yesterday about one analyst predicting gold really having its time in 2022, which is when we predicted that we expected gold to stage a recovery. We'll cover more of that in a later video. Silver also up, thank goodness, at last 7 cents at $22.41. But note, it's been as low as $22.15. Crypto markets rising quite well over the last 24 hours, with Bitcoin now over $51,000 and Ethereum up 10% at $4,390, gaining almost $400 as a result. The crypto market cap has now gone back up from 2.2 trillion to 2.41. That's it for now. It's a tempestuous day. We're not expecting significant news other than perhaps Biden and Putin's call and what emanates from that, and more news on the Omicron virus. Thank you so much for listening. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, press the bell sign. Until tomorrow, have a great but not tempestuous day, unless it's a positive storm. Illuminati silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent the personal views of its owners.